Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key. Please be seated. Welcome to the third annual Marine Science Magna High School commencement ceremony. For the past 4 years, we have all been talking about this day in hopes of this great weather, although windy. I put extra hair gel in for today, but our prayers have certainly been answered. Let me begin by recognizing our special guests, Learn Executive Director, Dr. Eileen Halley, Learn Board Fiscal Officer, Christopher Goff, Learn Assistant Executive Director, Dr. Peter Cummings, fellow Learn colleagues, MSMHS faculty and staff, our entire MSMHS family and graduates, welcome. I would like to thank the University of Connecticut and the Avery Point staff for hosting our commencement ceremony at this beautiful location. I think you all agree that this could be the most premier location for a high school graduation. I would also like to recognize the efforts of Bonnie McCaffey, our office manager. Without her efforts, tonight's ceremony would not have been possible. I thank you. At this time, it is an honor and a privilege to introduce our first speaker tonight. As the Learn Executive Director and our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Halley has allowed MSMHS to become nationally recognized for our academic excellence. Her continued support of our students, parents, and teachers have been exemplary, and Dr. Halley has continued to move our school to the next level with current at MSMHS. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Eileen Halley.
With this wind, I'm starting to feel like maybe it's the Wizard of Oz here tonight as we get ready. So, Fiscal Officer of the Learn Governing Board, Christopher Goff, Associate Executive Director Cummings, Principal Sparrow, distinguished faculty, administration, family, friends, and distinguished guests. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you here today and with you to extend our enthusiastic congratulations to the members of the class of 2016, the second class to attend 4 full years at Marine Science Magnet High School, and it's their day to achieve the high school diploma. Members of the class of 2016, I am proud to join your principal, Dr. Sparrow, in presenting you, the class of 2016, to this assembly. Tonight, first and foremost, is a celebration of your accomplishments. It is my honor to confirm that you have successfully achieved all of the standards and expectations required to achieve a Marine Science Magnet High School diploma. Congratulations, graduates. Tonight is also a time to express your appreciation for all of the folks that have helped you to achieve that diploma and to thank them for all that they have done for you. Marine Science Magnet High School is really a unique school of distinction. It requires very special people to support students who come from so many different sending towns and experiences. So what I'd like to do is take a moment to reflect on contributions of your teachers and administrators. Our faculty and administrators are so proud of you and hopefully have been those teachers and guides that you have needed as you explore who you are and have readied yourself for your future. We are deeply appreciative of our faculty's high expectations and personalized approach to helping and supporting you, both as learners and as people. I'd like to ask the faculty and administration of Marine Science to please rise and please join me in thanking our dedicated staff. It truly is an honor and a privilege to have them work for us and with us and on behalf of your children. Secondly, this message is more for the graduates. I would like to ask the graduates to take a moment to thank and reflect on the teachers that are here with you tonight beyond Marine Science, your families, the mothers, the fathers. I see sisters and brothers, grandparents, guardians, teachers, and all those beautiful sages that have helped to lead you to this place, that have helped you to become all that you are, and have literally helped you to be here today. So graduates, I would like you to take a moment and please thank your parents, and you send them a shout out of applause. Can you do that? Thank you. But today is all about you. To the graduates, I want to challenge you this afternoon to think about what you have been given as you earn your Marine Science Magna High School diploma. The mission of this high school is to prepare you for higher education or careers in marine science by supporting you personally, academically, and to help you find the career goal that is the right fit for each and every one of you. Our job is to provide you with the opportunities to develop those skills and character you need to be active and responsible citizens in our global community. So to the class of 2016, I know that this school has been your second family. Hopefully the beliefs that we've instilled in you, that effort creates ability, that nothing, and I say nothing, is achieved without hard work. Hopefully those beliefs will support you in the next chapter of your life, be that college or career or the military. As you begin to set sail on the next leg of your journey, hopefully we've instilled in you the skills and character that will help to make this world a better place. As you begin to remember to give back to this community, please give back to the family of Marine Science Magnet High School that have made you into what you've become. This world and this community are counting on each and every one of you. Continue to make us all proud. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Our next speaker is one of the hardest working students at MSMHS. She's a person who is a chairperson for the National Honor Society and is an active member of the Interact Club. Her hard work and commitment to her academics finished her with a 4.41 GPA, while also being a varsity swimming athlete. Next fall, Maggie will be attending the University of Connecticut at Storrs on a full scholarship. Please welcome to the stage the class of 2016 salutatorian, Margaret Walrath.
Dr. Sparrow, Dr. Halley, Dr. Cummings, Fiscal Officer Goff, Learn Board of Directors, distinguished guests, MSMHS family. I would like to personally welcome you to the 2016 Marine Science Magnet High School graduation. First of all, I would like to thank the people that got us here. To my family, I remember when I first told you that I wanted to go to MSMHS and your skepticism. And I remember how supportive you were when I had made my decision that this was the place that I wanted to spend my next 4 years. Without your constant love and unconditional support, there is no way that I would have made it this far or achieved so much. And to my larger family, the class of 2016, we made it. Looking through the yearbook, it is amazing to consider how much we have been through together at this school, both good times and tough times. We have been trailblazers since the beginning, as we helped shape the school to what it is today, as we created precedents for what class spirit is and what it means to lead by example. But I think we all owe a thank you to those who truly form the backbone of the school, the teachers and administrators. Your unconditional support and endless commitment to our success have allowed us to reach incredible heights and overcome countless obstacles. Nowhere else have I seen a more dedicated or compassionate faculty. The close relationships that you created with the students of the school are exactly what make it the family that it is. To those that I have mentioned, and the countless other family members and friends who have gotten us here, thank you. It is an honor and a privilege to be speaking to all of you and my classmates today as the salutatorian of the MSMHS class of 2016. And now for my advice. As we stand here today, I think that there are 3 things that we have learned over our 4 years here that I would implore you to remember. First, rejection does not eliminate all chances of success. Second, you won't get anywhere without hard work. And third, don't forget to say thank you. A couple weeks ago, I was going through some old papers and found an interesting keepsake, my rejection letter from MSMHS. I remember how crushed I was the day I found out I was not going to spend my next 4 years here. I eventually got over it and made my plans to attend my ascending district high school. Then, about 2 weeks before the first day of my school my freshman year, I was sitting in my living room when I got the call that all of us received. I was in if I still wanted the spot. I took the opportunity and began my journey with this class. In this case, luck persisted past my initial rejection. Sometimes in life, we will be given the luck of the draw, and this will help push us to reach where we want to go. But more often, our futures are decided by our work ethic. From the first moment we stepped into the building, the importance of hard work was ingrained into our minds. From the pep talks, to the teacher expectations, to the giant mantra hanging in the Great Hall, effort creates ability. There's no way around it. Success requires grit. Luck and natural ability will take you so far, but hard work is what creates the path to achievement. People always remember someone who works hard and always gives it their all. Hard work always makes a lasting impression and builds your chances of success for the future. Each time you give your all, you're making your future a little brighter and bringing your goals a little closer. Without all the countless hours dedicated to our schoolwork, we all would not be able to go where we are set to go now. My classmates, I applaud you. We put in the work, and now we have earned our reward. The idea that effort creates ability has been instilled in us since first we set foot in the MSMHS building. But the idea that grit will get you there was developed during our time in those halls. We all helped this happen because we showed our school that hard work brings you good things, but only the perseverance of hard work will bring you great things. Lastly, and possibly most importantly, say thank you, often and sincerely. Every one of us here that stands on the precipice of childhood owes so much to so many. Many of these people that have supported us so unconditionally are here with us today in the crowd. So to my classmates, do not forget to say thank you to all those that have been instrumental to your achievements. I know that I owe my success in part to a few that are here with me today. To my mother, I owe more than I can explain. Thank you for always pushing me to surpass my expectations for myself and for letting me know that it wasn't the end on the days when I fell short. To Mrs. Hardison, my advisor, you've been there for me, ready to listen and support me, and always encouraging me to strive higher. And to Mrs. Hanrahan, I never expected to create such a strong bond with a teacher, but I guess that this is what makes this family unique. Without the entire MSMHS family, who have so wholeheartedly believed in our abilities throughout our 4 years here, where would we be? Certainly not where we are now. This family has affected us more than we realize. It is time to recognize that. To sum up these concepts, our third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, said it best. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more of it I have. And never forget to thank those people who reminded you of this and how it would all be worth it once you got there. Thank you.
Great job, Maggie.
Our next speaker has exemplified the meaning effort creates ability. No matter if it is in the classroom or on the athletic field, Priscilla has put maximum effort into everything she does. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, School Improvement, and her leadership has provided inspiration to all who know her. Simply put, Priscilla is and will be a role model for all students at MSMHS. She is definitely a face on the Mount Rushmore of MSMHS. Priscilla finished her MSMHS career with an exemplary 4.31 GPA. This fall, Priscilla will pursue her academic career in psychology, hopefully at Dartmouth College or at the University of Connecticut, both great schools. Please welcome to the stage our senior class president, Priscilla Yang.
Dr. Spera, Board Fiscal Officer Goff, Dr. Howley, Dr. Cummings, Lord Board Directors, distinguished guests, MSMHS family. It is an absolute honor to be speaking to all of you as a senior class president. Our class has come to be known as the Living Legends, and our long list of accomplishments serves as proof of that. The class of 2016 was the first fully recruited class at MSMHS. Our class has helped MSMHS earn the title of School of Distinction for Overall Excellence in 2013 and 2014. Together, we were second in the state for our SBEC scores as juniors. And we were able to accomplish these feats with the help of our teachers and our fearless leader, Dr. Spera. Which brings me to my long-awaited moment about Dr. Spera. We will all fondly remember his pep talks, during which he would continually mispronounce the same words, despite staff and students correcting them. I know that I will personally remember cringing each time he spoke about the egg rolls he had for lunch that day, or how bizarre he thought something was, or when he'd stop students to take a candid picture for the yearbook. I'll never forget the Great Hall meeting where he demonstrated how to properly store your backpack in the classroom, because he must have said backpack at least 27 times. One thing's for sure, these Spera-isms have become etched into our vocabulary after hearing them for 4 years. As much as they can frustrate me, I find myself slipping up and using them from time to time. While Dr. Spera was not one to give out lessons in pronunciation during language arts, he has helped to lead our class in every other way possible. It is Dr. Spera's fierce leadership and belief in our class that has helped us to achieve greatness. But our greatest achievement as a class is not defined by any title or honor awarded to us. In my opinion, our greatest achievement was the impact we left on one another and those around us. Our class has been counted on to lead the school and built up its legacy, and we've founded countless traditions and made long-lasting memories as a result. As freshmen, we were the first class to lose Interact's Penny Wars and sing holiday carols in front of the entire school. We made sure we lost in style, which Miles Boyd assured when he dressed up like Frosty the Snowman. We all still remember the famous pep rally upset when, as sophomores, our class went after the seniors and tagged all of their decorations. While the seniors weren't too pleased with our bold display of healthy competition, they admired our spirit and cohesiveness as a class. Junior year, our class helped to found the first ever annual Powder Puff football game for homecoming. Mrs. Hardison and the ladies would go on to win two, that's two, Mr. L, first place titles. There's no doubt that our class has had a great impact on MSMHS, but I will also never forget the impact that they have had on me. Despite attending a school where my friends stem from 32 different towns, I've never felt closer to a group of students in my entire life. I've had the opportunity to lead this class as president for 3 years, and I've learned more from them than I ever could have imagined. They've taught me that the word leader is not synonymous with the word winner. Therefore, my greatest achievement as a leader of this class was not in being deemed one, but in being forced to grow. And I thank my peers for that. Wow. Because it is this valuable lesson that I know will aid me in the next stage of my life. As we begin the unfamiliar journey that awaits us after high school, there is no doubt in my mind that each and every one of you will achieve something great. The class of 2016 is the brightest, most spirited, and legendary group of students it has ever been my privilege to know, and I'm honored to have spent 4 years of my life with you all. This moment is truly bittersweet in every meaning of the word as we go our separate ways today. But I know that no matter how far out the moves may take us, MSMHS will remain the beacon of light that brings us home. Thank you. It is a tradition for each graduating class to give to the school a gift as a final thank you. At this time, I would like to present to Dr. Spera and the MSMHS family the class of 2016 class gift. Dr. Spera, would you please come to the podium? This year's class gift is a 90-gallon fish tank which will be installed this summer. The saltwater fish tank will be built into the front desk and will have the initials MSMHS spilled out in live rock. Because it would be really difficult to bring a large fish tank to the stage right now, we would like to present Dr. Spera a small fish tank filled with Swedish fish. So on behalf of the senior class, I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to the entire MSMHS faculty and staff. Thank you for all that you've done and all that we know you will continue to do. At this time, I would like to call the class officers, Mary Gregory, Elise Heisman, Austin Addario, and our class artist, Ethan Kaprosky, to the stage. Now it is time for us to leave our last visible mark on the Marine Science Magnet High School. Today, we continue the tradition that will be carried out by every senior class that follows. Today we present to Dr. Spera and the MSMHS family the class of 2016 Class Shield. The inspiration behind the tradition of the Class Shield came from the United States Coast Guard Academy. Each year at the Coast Guard Academy, the 4th class cadets create a shield that represents the class and allows the class to leave their permanent mark on the academy. At MSMHS, we look to create a similar tradition. The class shield is more than a painted piece of plywood. It is a symbol, a representation of what our class stands for. Each year, the senior class will create their own shield and will follow a few guidelines set forth by the class of 2014. Each shield must contain the name of our school, MSMHS, present in some way. An anchor, which is our school logo, the class's year of graduation, and must have the school colors navy and gold. Furthermore, the class will create a motto that represents the spirit and character of the class as a whole. Lastly, the word grit must appear on the shield. Grit is the reason why our school was built, and it is the reason it is successful today. Everyone at MSMHS embodies the meaning of grit, whether it be leaving friends at other schools or coming in or staying late to get extra help with teachers. Grit is seen in our faculty and staff who dedicate countless hours of their lives contributing something to the lives of their students. Grit is what drives us to succeed and to never settle, to never make excuses for failures. These 6 required elements are essential in order to maintain a sense of consistency throughout the years. I would like to ask Dr. Spera to join us as we unveil the class of 2016 Class Shield. Woo!
about another round of applause? Ethan Kaprowski did this drawing, and it is exemplary. On Monday, we'll talk about the art rubric, faculty, if we need to add that. Our next speaker is the secretary of the senior class and has been intimately involved in the improvement of MSMHS. In addition, she has been an essential contributor towards the wonderful culture and climate that exists today. Elise is a member of the MSMHS National Honor Society, finishing her career with a 4.44 GPA, the highest in school history. Yeah, I'll clap for that. She was also our captain for the state championship Epi fencing team and a key leader in the first year of the MSMHS crew team. Next fall, Elise will be studying environmental engineering and aquaculture on a full scholarship to the University of Connecticut. Please welcome to the stage the class treasurer and valedictorian, Elise Heisman.
Dr. Spera, Board Fiscal Director Goff, Dr. Howley, Dr. Cummings, Learn Board of Directors, distinguished guests, MSMHS family, and class of 2016. It is an honor to be speaking to all of you as a valedictorian for the class of 2016. As many of you know, I'm better at guessing than I am at public speaking, but I'm going to take this opportunity and wholeheartedly embrace it. This is, after all, my last chance to redeem myself from the 12-second Student of the Month speech I gave in April. As I stood up to share my favorite part of the school, all I could come up with was, I like the fish here. Don't get me wrong, I do like the fish, but I feel like Spera didn't find that to be the best statement from the school valedictorian, especially in front of the NEASC visiting committee. So here I am today, here to tell you that I still love the fact that this is a fish school. But we all know that we are more than a fish school. What we heard from the NEASC committee said it best. We are the family school. Class of 2016, we are living legends. Following this ceremony, we are off to become U.S. Coast Guard officers and social workers, atmospheric scientists and marine engineers, aquaculturists and elementary teachers. But I'm asking you to reflect for just a moment. Feels like just yesterday that we were at the freshman orientation. Remember those team building activities with our advisories? How about that minute to win it spaghetti game? Nothing like getting to know someone while holding opposite ends of a piece of uncooked pasta in your mouths in order to move soda cans. Well, we made it. Those strangers we came eye to eye with are now our family. Congratulations. You all just survived 4 years of standardized tests, La Vista's homework packets, and Hardison's binder checks. But it was also 4 years of learning from the best teachers anyone could ask for. 4 years of shared laughs at the lunch table, and 4 years of walking the halls of one of the best high schools in the nation. It was 4 years of decking out in blue and gold for lip dubs, spirit weeks, and field days. 4 years of SpongeBob references, and 4 years of being obsessed with Jeeps. It was 4 years of being competitive athletes for teams across the region, including our own fencers and rowers. 4 years of being amazing artists and musicians. And who could forget 2 years of winning the Fishbowl Powder Puff games? Still waiting for those trophies, though. This class is something amazing. Arguably, the strongest to ever walk the halls of the Marine Science Magnet High School. That's not to say we haven't each been through our fair share of ups and downs. Over the past 4 years, almost all of us have experienced tears of joy and tears of sadness in this building. Whether it's because the world seemingly just came crashing down, or because we just passed our graduation portfolio. During these moments, many of us, like myself, went to our second dad, Dr. Spera, for comfort, knowing that he was always there. I'd like to thank Priscilla, though, because I now know I am not the only person to have noticed that when you start crying in front of Spera, he just kind of awkwardly stares at you when you're sitting there. His go-to move is throwing you a box of tissues, which he thinks is the most comforting thing. It works to an extent, but just as you're feeling better, he makes that one comment that makes you burst out in tears again. So you're probably right, Sparrow. You probably shouldn't have daughters. But in all seriousness, many of us went to you knowing that you cared about us and would always tell us the truth. At the time, maybe it seemed like not what we wanted to hear, but reflecting back, it was always what we needed to hear. It's a big part of what this school is, I think. A home away from home. And everybody has that person they can go to with unconditional trust. The bond of family has been what these past few years have been about. So many of you have become sisters and brothers. For me, it's only been 3 years, but Marissa, you've become one of my sisters. It was like watching a brother get grounded as we all watch Austin get kicked off the bird island. And it was like being half embarrassed for a sibling as we all watched Ethan rap his speech for class treasurer. We got to experience the storytelling of our crazy Uncle Regan and the unconditional love from Aunt Hanrahan. We got Miss A to cry before we even graduated. And we were undeniably the class that softened up Mrs. Hardison. We all know we didn't get here alone, though. First and foremost, I have to thank my family, especially my mom, for her tireless support, whether it be crewing at ultra marathons or giving me life advice. I also want to thank Dr. Sparrow, who taught me it's always okay to laugh at yourself, Mr. Regan for his wisdom and unwavering support, and Mr. L for being a mentor like no other. It is because of you, Mr. L, that I know what I want to do with my life. Class of 2016, I know many of you have a list similar to mine, of people you have thanked or still need to thank. Look around to your classmates, your teachers, your family and friends in the audience. None of us got to this day without help. Whether you admit it or not, we all need those people who have our backs. And that is why we are not just a fish school, but we are the family school. As we go separate ways to college, into the military, to different jobs, this place will always be somewhere we can come back to. This is a family, and family is always there. Congratulations, class of 2016, and best of luck in your futures.
Great job, Elise. Our next speaker has been instrumental in the enhancement of the tremendous culture and climate at MSMHS as the Student Council President. His passion for being the best he can be as a leader is unique. Austin is the treasurer of the senior class, a member of the National Honor Society, School Improvement Team, and the Diversity Team. Austin excelled in the classroom and on the ice, finishing with an exemplary 4.18 GPA, and was the recipient of the Hobie Baker Character Award, which is given to a few Connecticut hockey players for his sportsmanship and leadership as the captain of the varsity hockey team. This fall, Austin will pursue his academic career in biology at Wofford College in South Carolina. Please welcome to the stage Student Council President Austin D'Addario.
I shouldn't adjust this much, I'm not that tall. Good evening, MSMHS family. It's an honor to speak to you today as the Student Council President. It's been an absolute privilege to serve my fellow classmates as well as the entire family within this position. As the President, I have worked to build upon the culture and climate of this school in which MSMHS prides itself on. From the very first event that the incoming freshmen attend to my last address to the Student Council, I have stressed the importance of maintaining this atmosphere for years to come. While the students are a key component in making this school what it is truly Dr. Sparrow's ambitious character and outstanding leadership that has allowed us to achieve so much. Dr. Sparrow has taught from day one that this school is much more than a school. It's a home for anyone who wishes to come in. When you enter the doors, you see family meetings every Tuesday and Friday morning. You see students at lunch sharing food. You won't see me doing that though. I don't share food. You see students putting in the work needed to succeed, often much past the final bell. My personal favorite, you see the family dinner we have before any school event, where we can sit around a table up to 32 different towns and just let the conversation roam. These represent culture and climate. This moment, this graduation, this is culture and climate. Dr. Spera has been an inspiring leader that our student body could count on and look up to. With his selflessness and desire to make us all achieve the highest level we can, we have all grown to become better leaders within our community. By his example, we have been able to push ourselves to new limits, and as individual leaders, we have understood that sometimes risks must be taken. Personally, Dr. Spera means so much to me. I've made such a transformation from my freshman year, where my mother was still concerned that I needed a counselor for my confidence. Yeah, I don't need that. Sorry, but thanks, Mom. Thanks for the concern. Dr. Spera has made me understand that sometimes it's okay to place myself out into the open, where all can see. Because what's a leader without a risk? I'm grateful for all that I have picked up over the years, as he's been such a role model within my life. He's taught me not only how to deal with certain situations, but he's made me understood just how much the spotlight is on you when you're a leader. Most importantly, Dr. Spera has taught me that as a leader, you often stand alone. The solitude, it can get to you sometimes, but when you have a class like I have, and a school like I have, it's smooth sailing. Having said this, I would now like to welcome to the stage the 2015 Sacred Heart University Alumni of the Year, as well as the 2016 Northeast Magnet School Principal of the Year, Principal of the Marine Science Magnet High School, Dr. Nicholas J. Spera.
Thank you, Austin, for your humbling words. Definitely like a son to me. He knows me well, and your leadership, Austin, is a big contribution to where this school is going and where it's going to continue to go. Learn Executive Director Dr. Halley, Learn Board Fiscal Officer Mr. Goff, Assistant Executive Director Dr. Cummings, distinguished guests, and all the members of our MSMHS family. It is always an absolute honor and privilege to be speaking to you as the principal of the Marine Science Magnet High School. And so, graduates, right now, if you can hold on to your hats while you look at me, the only thing sitting between you and these diplomas to my left underneath that table so they don't blow away in the ocean is this speech. So I hope I have your attention. But this year, this was a difficult speech for me to write. As a new father, and I think you all heard Rocco crying before, I have an absolute admiration for our parents who were in my shoes just 18 years ago. You probably had the same aspirations and wonders that Debbie and I talk about frequently. What will Rocco's interest be? Where will Rocco go to college? And definitely, I'm sure, when will Rocco finally sleep through the night? Well, parents, let me tell you one thing. You did good. You did real good. And congratulations on raising an amazing student, and most importantly, an amazing person. You did it, parents. This is a great day of celebration for you as well, and I think we all applaud our parents. However, back to the difficulty in writing this speech. Class of 2016, your amazingness, yes, Priscilla, that's a real word, is difficult to capture in a 10-minute speech. However, I was determined to finish the speech with the same intensity and timeline that many of you exhibited for several of your big assignments, especially that portfolio, over the last 4 years. So, in 2016 fashion, this is what I did first. I complained about the assignment. First thing I did. Then, I waited until the day before it was due, looked on Power School, and said it's not there, so I shouldn't have to do it. Then I sent out a tweet about how hard it is to write the speech, and thank you to someone named Sugar Daddy for retweeting. Is that you, Austin? Then I made another dinner like Patrick Schur does. Somehow he makes steak dinners at like 1 a.m. And then finally started typing at 2 a.m. So I think I really captured how you all did it. And you did it successfully. But in all seriousness, you have heard me say this before, everybody. Every great high school has 3 components: an amazing staff, a committed and supporting group of parents, community leaders, and a student body that has tremendous school pride and a strong belief that effort creates ability. MSMHS has these 3 things, and MSMHS is a great school. It's truly one of the best high schools in the nation. So first, I would like to give a humbling thanks to the entire MSMHS faculty and staff sitting in front of me today. These amazing teachers and staff members, who I am honored to have as my teammates, have spent countless hours for the past 4 years, helping all of our graduates prepare for the goals and dreams that lie within each one of them. Graduates and family members, please join me as we applaud these immensely talented group of professionals that continue to impress all of us each and every day. To our parents and community supporters, thank you for believing and supporting a school that you believe would be great, even though we had no evidence to support the statement at the time you heard about us. Your commitment, passion, pride, and belief in our core values, and that effort does truly create ability, has allowed this small fish school in southeastern Connecticut to be ranked in the top 10 amongst 200 plus high schools for the past 4 years. I cannot thank you enough, parents, in believing that we provide your child with an innovative and successful educational experience. Your loving support of our students and teachers has allowed MSMHS to be known and recognized nationally. For your efforts, I applaud you. No matter what I say today, words cannot describe my fondness I have for a group of students who have been part of this school since 2011, when I visited all of your middle schools myself, telling you that a high school that was only in existence for about a month would be one of the best high schools in Connecticut. The one thing I couldn't imagine at that time was that a group of 70 students selected out of the 544 students who applied that year would become the model class in terms of academic success and MSMHS spirit and pride. Today is a special celebration for a group of 70 incredibly talented students who made MSMHS one of the most successful high schools in Connecticut. You are the living legends.
Woo!
Yeah. So legendary performances bring some legendary stats. The Washington Post ranked you the 9th most challenging high school in Connecticut this year, along with U.S. News World Report ranked you the 3rd best magnet high school in Connecticut and gave you a silver medal. You were listed #1 ranked school by Concase during your 4 years, and you were rated an A, which is the overall highest grade you can receive. You finished in the top 10 for overall performance on the CAPT and on SBAC amongst 200 plus schools in Connecticut. You were a 2-time State Department of Education School of Distinction for overall performance. You have a combination of over $2 million in scholarship money that was awarded to just 70 of you, with some of you and several of you getting full rides to college. Our first year varsity girls épée fencing team this year was ranked #1 in the state heading into the state championship when they finished 3rd overall, winning our first championship at the state level. And one of our biggest accomplishments for me are the number of students who will become first-generation students attending college this fall. At this time, I ask our graduates, who will be those people, to please stand and be recognized. Simply incredible. This class of 2016 has proved that effort creates ability. And this group of 70 seniors have accomplished feats that no other school can say they accomplished in these 4 years. However, beyond your academics, you have left lasting memories. Lasting on me. Oh, they're lasting. On a personal note, this group will stay with me forever. Yes, in my heart, in my mind, but also physically. And I'm speaking of the gray hairs that have developed over the past 4 years. Because when I first all met you in your middle schools, full set of jet black hair. You all have a gray hair in my head, 70 of them plus. How about the lip dubs? You all were star performers year after year. You were dynamite. You had a great feeling. You were really happy, and you just didn't like it. You loved it. You started crew at MSMHS, and it was Ethan who wanted to give back to MSMHS, so he gave up his senior year to be on the Varsity 1 boat at Old Lyme, just to give back. And he joined Marissa and Elise to lead 44 students, that's 17% of our school, in rowing workouts without water. How about field day? The senior class of 70 really pulled it out. It was a close one. It was very close. But your talent show was absolutely incredible when you emulated the morning meetings. A-Rod and Miles, you were absolutely spot on with your impressions of Jay and Thomas. Kevin and Mary, you nailed it. Mr. Al and Mrs. Hanrahan, unbelievable. Austin and Priscilla, you definitely did your homework with all the time you spent in the office. You gave an Academy Award performance when you impersonated me and Miss Mac. That was classic. And I want to credit our school leaders who held president positions this year. Mary with NHS, Emily with Interact, great work leading your groups. Priscilla and Austin, your leadership has been exemplary and will be the model for all future leaders to strive for. From the Rear Admiral, from the United States Coast Guard Academy, the Commissioner of Education, other political leaders, to incoming families or community people that just want to see it, you were always our lead ambassadors. And you always did it with immense class and pride. And along with Hunter, you were that group that we always sent out. I thank you so much for representing MSMHS. Now to end, here's your last pep talk. And you're sitting in chairs, which is unique for the senior class. Usually you're sitting on the floor. So, author Dr. Spencer Johnson, and so I'll stop here because everybody's going to notice in just a second a lot of eye rolls and groans. It's already starting. I think they know where I'm going. 26 million copies. New York Times bestseller. I still, to this day, still getting grief about me having them read Who Moved My Cheese? And I'm telling you right now, you may hem and haw, huh? Like the characters in that book. And Miss Mac actually bought me a children's book for Rocco, everybody. So I'll read him these incredible things. But here's the phrase. What would you do if you weren't afraid? In life, we oftentimes avoid change or situations for the fear of failure or rejections. But graduates, you have a tremendous opportunity ahead of you. You all have the academic and social skills to succeed in several avenues. Nearly all of you are headed to college to improve your skills and gain experiences that will propel you into the world as leaders and tremendous citizens. Never let fear of failure or rejection take away or block your passion, drive, or goals that you have. Because no matter what, a failure or rejection is just another learn moment or experience. You all have the grit to bounce back and learn from these experiences and become great. And most importantly, remember that you have the MSMHS family, comprised of everybody in front of me right now. Parents, students, teachers, alumni, community leaders, who will always support you in the great times and in those difficult times. You will always be, no matter what, part of the MSMHS family. So graduates, in summary, always remember the experience that you have encountered and learn from one another. You have done a great job of proving that you all have the grit and determination to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. You are a special class comprised of MSMHS legends that has so much to offer the world. Remember to follow your passions and battle through each stumbling block, but learn from any obstacle that comes your way. You all have the tools to be successful. Don't be afraid to do something that may bring failure. Sometimes the biggest risks are the biggest rewards. And lastly, graduates, always remember that we will be here for you. Family never goes away. Always remember that. And always, always remember, get your homework done. Each year, the graduating class selects 2 MSMHS faculty members to read their names at graduation. This year, the class of 2016 selected for the 3rd straight year Annie Hanrahan and senior class advisor Colleen Hardison. Annie Hanrahan has been at MSMHS for the past 5 years and was the 2013 MSMHS Teacher of the Year. She is loved by all who know and work with her. Mrs. Hanrahan is the member of the PTO, Principal Advisory Council, team leader for curriculum, professional development team, co-chairperson of NEASC, co-advisor of the Interact Club, and was the 2015 University of Connecticut ECE Teacher Rookie of the Year. Colleen Hardison has been at MSMHS for the past 4 years and was the 2015 MSMHS Teacher of the Year. She is a senior class advisor, and no student has ever failed her class. Mrs. Hardison is a member of the Principal Advisory Council, team leader for curriculum, professional development team, NEAS Curriculum Standard Chairperson, and advisor of Uni Club. This year, Mrs. Hardison was named the 2016 University of Connecticut Instructor of the Year. Both of these teachers' work ethic is admired by students, parents, and faculty. Please welcome the microphones in front of me, Colleen Hardison and Annie Hanrahan. I would like to call to the front of the stage Executive Director Dr. Eileen Halley and Learn Board Fiscal Officer Christopher Goff in front of the podium. At this time, we will now present the class of 2016 with the Marine Science Magnet High School Diploma.
Sorry, I'm sitting right in front of you.
Priscilla Yang.
Elise Mary Heisman.
Margaret Walrath.
Alec Louis Alla.
Angel Manuel Anaya.
Quinton Jacob Arsenal.
Fatima Joy Barlin.
Dante R. Barreto.
Kelly Lee Bates.
Mary Gregory.
Austin Alexander Daddario.
Wyatt James Bates.
Nicholas C. Benda.
Kyle Timothy Bentley.
Tommy E. Butlandadio.
Nathaniel R. Borzamati.
Miles Stephen Boyd.
Nicholas Raymond Brouillard.
Alana Jade Bunkley.
Andrew M. Bonanno.
Garrett A. Butts.
Samantha Rose Case.
Zachary Davis.
Stephanie Renee Felez Decker.
William C. Doan Jr.
Hallie Alexis Ella.
Tandriana Leah Esquilin.
Finbar Michael Foley.
Jada G. Gatchek.
Emily Anita Gilot.
Tyler J. Glynn.
Marissa Nicole Hansen.
Jasmine Harris.
Hansel M. Hartman Jr.
Alan Freeman Hobbs.
Hannah Elizabeth Hogston.
Hunter Kellogg Hosley.
Matthew P. Ivy.
Alexis Johnson.
Nazir C. Jones.
Rachel Kaplan.
Juliana Knapp.
Ethan Theodore Kaprowski.
Emily Marie Kress.
Adam Leitzinger.
James Anthony Lewis.
Kevin Bryce McDowell.
Sarah Marie McLaughlin.
Andrew William Mizell.
Ashlyn Brooke Moore.
Kira Elizabeth Maurice.
Nicole Nigel.
Nikita Elizabeth Padilla.
Kaylee Elizabeth Peterson.
Triana Portella Sandy.
Marcelina Rivera.
Alexandra Rodriguez.
Gian Andre Rodriguez.
Jessica L. Roland.
Trevor A. Sanders.
Patrick Richard Schurer.
Annie Sell.
Tristan Casimir Steele.
Morgan Taylor Stone.
Brandon K. Turpy.
Anson Wang.
Matthew R. Wedge.
Megan Elizabeth Williams.
Christina Judith Young.
George S. Zingas.
Legends, please stand. You are a legend, Dr. Cummings. As the principal of the Marine Science Magna High School, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements as set forth by the Learn Board of Directors in the state of Connecticut. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2016 to be graduates of the Marine Science Magna High School. At this time, I'd like to call back to the stage Class President Priscilla Yang for the turning of the tassels.
Graduates, you may now turn your tassels.
MSMHS family and world, I now present to you the Marine Science Magna High School class of 2016. You gotta play the wind. You gotta play the wind. Following the recessional march, please join us in the beautiful Branford House for refreshments, appetizers, pictures, and last goodbyes. Graduates, we are going to take a quick left for a class photo, so please follow me. I thank you all again for your commitment and support of MSMHS. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, faculty, for everything that you do every single day. You're the world to me. Thank you. And congratulations again, class of 2016.
As a blow shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town.